Hello, this is Rob, and welcome to R&B Reviews. Coming up, Illumination Animation has a new version of Dr. Seuss's book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's simply called The Grinch, and I'll have my review coming up. As many of you know, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a book that was written by Dr. Seuss that came out in 1958, and it was made into an animated TV special in 1966 with horror icon Boris Karloff as the voice of the Grinch. And in 2000, there was a live-action movie that starred Jim Carrey and was directed by Ron Howard. Well, Illumination Studios, who's behind the Despicable Me and Secret Lives of Pets movies, have decided to make a new version which features the voice of Benedict Cumberbatch as that mean green character. Now, when I first saw the teaser trailers, I was like, do we really need another version of this book? And when I went to go see the movie, I had seen a bunch of trailers, and I was concerned that they included basically every single gag that was in the movie in the trailers. I've seen that happen where they put everything that's in a movie in a trailer, like the best parts and that, and you leave with basically not too much. Well, I was surprised that they didn't, and while this isn't my favorite version of the story or the most laugh-out-loud animated film that I've seen, I did end up enjoying the movie. I like that the Grinch has some very good gags and jokes for the whole family. There's stuff for adults, there's stuff for kids, and I liked how the people of Whoville have more distinct personalities than the previous versions. Some of them kind of reminded me of the people that I know in real life. The problem that I had with the Jim Carrey version was I felt like that version had a lot of filler. I don't really think personally that this version has that problem. I felt like every plot and every subplot had a purpose, and the character of the Grinch has been updated a bit. He's a little bit more cynical, which I thought was different, and unlike his other incarnations, he does have to interact with the people of Whoville. Like, he has to go to Whoville to do his grocery shopping and stuff. Usually in the other versions he's kind of away from everybody, and sometimes I get the impression they may not know that he even exists, especially in the 1966 version. But here he also uses technology to plan his stealing of the Who's presents. You see that. And I also like how the Grinch kind of treated his dog Max a little bit better here. Even though Max knows that what the Grinch is up to is still wrong, he still goes along with it. And I think that Cumberbatch did the voice well. I think the rest of the cast was good. Actually, my favorite character was probably the happiest Who in Whoville, who he's voiced by Kenan Thompson, who's always trying to get the Grinch to open his heart for the holidays, and he gets some really good gags. I like that Cindy Lou has her own subplot that I thought tied in well with the story. The movie moves at a quick pace. I didn't really think it dragged at all. I think it's a nice movie for the family. If there's a fault that I had with it, they introduced a reindeer to the Grinch's team, and I kind of felt like he didn't really serve much of a purpose. But overall, I thought this was a nice movie for the family, so I would definitely say see this movie in theaters. I don't think it's the best holiday movie ever made, and I don't think it's the best version of the Grinch, but I laughed quite a bit. I really got into the characters, and I thought it had its moments. So I definitely say check this movie out in theaters. So go ahead and post your comments about the movie. Did you end up not liking this movie? Did you like it? Did you think it was okay? And what is your favorite version of the Grinch story? Go ahead and post your comments in the comment box. Please hit that like button, and if you're interested, go to the main page and look at some other reviews of movies that you can watch in the theaters or watch at home. Thank you very much for watching.